Hello everybody, a big hello to my twin flame community and all of my twin flame friends. This is the twin flame general reading for the current week, the week starting September 29th. So the supermoon has just passed, and a lot was being predicted around and in the coming weeks of the supermoon. So I'm going to do this twin flame general reading, and I'm going to let you know what all came out in this current reading. Uh, so folks, for all of you, as I say in the beginning of all of my videos, for all of you who require personal private twin flame readings, kindly contact me by putting a comment below the YouTube video or by contacting me through Facebook Messenger, for all of those who are a part of the Facebook groups. Thank you so much, and I begin the current twin flame general reading starting September 29th for this current week from Monday to Friday. So folks, what I'm getting, I did a 15 card spread this time for us to know that where the masculine and the feminine energies are currently, and what is going on with the entire situation of the twin flames, and what can we expect for the coming near future. So what I'm getting here is that the feminine energy I'm being shown, or whichever twin holds the feminine energy, has shown a lot of strength in this twin journey going forward, and most of their strength has been used in the 8th month, in the month of August, because they were anticipating certain things and they had to show a lot of strength during this period, and also on the previous part of the journey, going through the dark nights and showing a lot of strength in dealing with the behaviors of the masculine energy, in dealing with the nastiness and the undue negative behaviors towards the feminine energy, which the masculine energy portrayed in 3D. They showed a lot of strength, and they were trying to manifest the feminine energy. I'm being shown was trying to manifest certain things with the masculine twin. They had like dreams of a happy home, or dreams of a communion happening in 3D, or happening in the real physical form. They had these things which they were trying to manifest. The female energy, the female twin energy, was trying to manifest these things, and I'm being told that now folks, is the time has come, and again I'm being shown the time has come, and I'm being shown that there is going to be a celebration taking place. What is being shown to me is that the feminine energy, or the females, or the twins who are females, are going to come together. Now this could also mean men who hold the feminine energy. I'm being shown that everybody in the feminine energy is going to come together, and they are going to have a celebratory party or function, because of the manifestations that they wanted are going to come true. And I'm being again shown the harvest, the harvest vegetables and the produce which comes during Thanksgiving or Halloween time. My attention is again being taken to the pumpkin, which I think has happened in the previous reading also. You might remember as viewers. I don't remember all of my readings, so my attention is again being taken to that. So I'm being shown that the feminine energy, the final message for the first row of cards, the feminine energy has shown a lot of strength and has been trying to manifest something with the masculine energy that is going to come true in the month of October and November. The reunion is going to happen, and you are going to go towards a celebration or a party like environment, and it's going to happen between somewhere between October and November. Now again, the second row of cards which came out was for the feminine energy. So I'm being shown that the feminine energy, apart from displaying a lot of strength, has also been focusing on their finances and career, either in the form of actual full-time job, or in the form of some business, or even in the form of being a home parent, or being a home person, and working on certain ideas that were or could get you money. So the feminine energy has done all that, and also the feminine energy has also, I'm being shown, given a lot of their attention and their focus towards uh, towards young children that they had. Or also my attention is being taken to the fact that many people in the feminine energy have had dreams and contact in dream space with spirit babies that they're going to have in the future. Also, I'm being shown that the feminine energy has focused a lot on pet animals or animals in general, going to a shelter, taking care of animals or something like that is being shown to me. And the second thing which is being shown to me, that the feminine energy has gone through a lot of transformation, especially the transformation, the spiritual transformation has peaked during the 8th month. Again, I am being shown it has peaked during the 8th month. A lot of growth has happened, and it has been very fast growth. You were working on inner work gradually, like maybe let's say from a year or 6 months, maybe let's say from January you were working on inner work, slowly, 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 and suddenly in the 8th month the progress was very fast, very fast. You automatically had epiphanies, and you automatically had channeled messages from the universe where you were being given information. You were being given information, and your inner soul, inner being was being it was like a gardener was working on your garden, and your garden was blooming with lush green grass. My attention is being again taken to the lush green surroundings, and it was being watered. Your garden, your inner garden was being watered by the universe, by the gods above, and a lot of spiritual transformation was taking place in the way that you were knowing the meaning of why some things are happening in your life, why this twin flame journey is happening, why your twin is doing certain things to you, why you are getting irritated or triggered by certain events which take place. It has nothing to do with the other person, it has everything to do with whatever wounds you had inside, and the other person said or did something that those wounds were triggered open, and you thought that it was because that person said something that you felt that way. But no, it wasn't because they said something and they did something that you felt that way. It was already inside you. They just put some light on that situation, which they were meant to do by the universe. The storyline was already written by the universe. They were just a messenger, and you were trying to shoot the messenger. They were just a messenger to show you your inner wound so that you could do the inner work, which is a part of the twin journey. But the twin as such has nothing to do with it. They just signed a contract that they're going to do that to you. They're going to do those nasty things to you. You're going to hate them in 3D. But eventually, when you have that spiritual transformation, and when you realize why these things happen, and you look in hindsight, you are going to realize why your twin behaved in a certain way. So that thing has happened with the feminine energy. And doing all the spiritual transformations and going through the dark night, even focusing on finances, career, and their own 3D life, they have come out victorious. Now, the first row of cards also showed me the feminine has shown a lot of strength. They have been trying to manifest something. It is going to come true, and a celebration is going to take place around October, November. The second row of cards, the feminine has dealt with spiritual transformation, with spirit babies, with actual children in the 3D, with pet animals, and they have focused on their finances and career, and spiritual transformation has taken place inside them. They've had a lot of epiphanies, and finally they have come out victorious. They have that crown, that crown of laurels on their head. The feminine energy has that. They have done their inner work, knowingly or unknowingly. Some people have gone to spiritual masters to do the inner work. Some people have done the inner work on their own research and on their own resources. Whichever way you've done it, more or less, you are on the pathway, and it is a pathway of victory. Even if you haven't completed your inner work, it's still a victorious path, because there is no negative, no disadvantage of doing inner work. So I'm being shown that the feminine has come out victorious. And then the next row of cards is for the masculine energy. Finally we come to the masculine energy, which everybody is kind of waiting towards, when they look forward for my readings, I guess. So regarding the masculine energy, what I'm getting is, folks, that the masculine energy, again I'm being shown that they were too much into mental activity, um, too much into overanalyzing, overthinking whether you are right for them or not, and they didn't realize behind the scenes. I think even this has come in the previous reading somewhere, I kind of am recollecting. The masculine energy was a lot into analysis, overthinking, always being in their mind space and not coming down to their heart space, and they were also dragging the feminine energy twin into it, because whatever one twin does or the masculine energy was doing, it was affecting the feminine energy. When the masculine energy was overthinking, over analyzing, and kind of doing a sword cutting with the relationship thing, they were cutting the relationship with a sword, they were over analyzing. The same thing the feminine was doing, because it was affecting the feminine. The feminine was also thinking, is this twin of mine my ultimate partner? Is this twin of mine good enough to be my ultimate partner? He's from a different religion, he's from a different race, he's from a different blah blah blah. Is he good enough? Like, both of you were analyzing each other on the 3D parameters, on the parameters of this earthly state of being. You were analyzing each other according to the way you have analyzed your previous relationships, your codependent or your soulmate relationships. But the masculine, when they were doing all that, they were doing all this over analyzing, they were not realizing that a lot of spiritual transformation is going on behind the scenes for them, and they were being converted from a larva to a butterfly. Transformation was taking place, they were in the dark night of the soul, everything seemed very dismal, very disarray, and it seemed like, what they could not, the masculine energy could not even figure out what is happening. They were in so much of denial. They were using their overthinking and their over processing and their over analyzing as a way of denial, that okay, this female or this female twin is not good enough for me. I have to stay away from her, I have to do my own thing, I have to probably be somewhere else. They were over analyzing. But now, in the 7th month and the 8th month, I'm being shown, they are kind of they are kind of tired of what they have been doing all along. They're kind of looking in a very tired, in a very tiresome way to the kind of patterns they have been living all along. They think that they thought that they have already done enough in life, and now they will have a pleasant life, in general, with regards to life, with regards to family, with regards to relationships. But they're still, like, disillusioned that they did all the hard work regarding finances and materialism, but still it's not like they don't feel good enough. What's wrong with their life? What are they lacking? They have done a lot of that contemplation in the 7th month. And then a lot of spiritual transformation again took place for them when they were thinking like this. When they were asking the universe, what is lacking? Please give me the stuff that is lacking in my life to make me happy from inside. They were praying like that, because they were like, I've done everything, I've gone to school, I've done my education, or I've done my business, or I'm doing this career, I'm doing this and that. But still I feel like there's some, like, I don't feel happy, I don't feel happy. And for every human being, happiness is the ultimate goal, or happiness should be the pathway. And sometimes they just realize that, out of the blue, that I have everything, I have all the material possessions, or I don't have all the material possessions, or whatever it is, but I don't feel good. That is what happened to them. And then again, a lot of transformation took place, which was kind of the final bit, final bit that was left. A lot of it took place, and finally everything in their life was trashed. Everything, the universe made it a point that everything in their life which they believe to be true, which they believe to be a physical reality, their family associations, which were like super fake, but they thought that they had those associations, they fell apart. There, any twin who was in a karmic association with any other female, or any other female twin who was in a karmic association with a male soulmate, those fell apart. People who you thought were going to be your life partners, people who, the twins who were with another, thought that they were going to be their life partners, all that fell apart. Everything that you thought about life, your profession fell apart. You were having difficulties at your job. Most of the people were leaving their jobs or were getting fired. So all of that, because it did not suit the life that you're going to now live. It did not. All of those things never suited the life that you were meant to live, but you never realized it before. Now with the twin journey, both the twins were flashing lights. were flashing their flashlights on each other's wounds, a flashlight was being shown to my wounds, and I was showing the flashlight to my twins' wounds. So everything was erupting. Everything was erupting like a volcano. So this was the final spiritual transformation that had to take place, with everything falling apart in the masculine twins' life, so that they finally came to the end of a journey. They finally came to the end of this stupid past life that they had been living. They finally came to the end of it. Now there is nowhere to go. Now there is nowhere to go for them. It's the end of those old past patterns and beliefs that they had been living till now, thinking that these are the real deal. Now they have come to the end of the journey. There is no deal left at all. Leave alone real deal, there is no deal left at all with them. It's the end of their journey. Now I ask the universe that they have reached the end of their journey. Everything is done. Everything is done for them. Everything has fallen apart. Whatever they wanted or felt to be true or wanted in their life, everything has been taken away from them, including the fake family, including the karmic partnerships, including their own mindsets, their own beliefs, their own patterns, their own ideology of what beauty is, their own ideology of what relationships are meant to be. Everything has fallen apart. It is the end for them. Blasted open. They have been blasted open. They are now standing at the end of their journey. So I ask the universe, where do they go from now? Where do they go from here? Where do they go ahead from now? So that what is going to happen now for the masculine and the feminine energy? So what I got, folks, after that was that now the person who was over analytical and overthinker, the masculine energy, who was an overthinker and an over analytical person, has now finally transformed into a person who has a lot of emotions, who is ready to express their emotions, who is ready to bask, who is ready to bask in their own emotions and even give that love or those emotions to the other person. Now they are not afraid. They might be a little inhibited, and they are still mustering up courage to come forward with the emotions or to pursue their emotional life, but they have reached there. And also they have had a lot of spiritual transformation, so they have also learned a lot of spiritual lessons, or what the universe is, or what this spiritual journey is all about, or what this twin journey is all about. This also means that they have kind of had an idea now that this is the twin journey, and they are supposed to be with somebody who suits them in such a way, who is kind of their twin, who has a spiritual connection with them, a spiritual connection, and can merge totally with them, can merge at all chakra points, the whole body merge can take place instead of just a sacral merge, or instead of just a physical carnal desiring relationship. So they want a merge of all the chakras, where they can talk to the feminine energy and discuss about intuition, discuss about how she feels about things, or talk about emotional things where they involve the heart chakra, or then talk about what they're going to do in their profession together, the solar plexus chakra, and then the sacral chakra, the root chakra, they're going to build a house together, build a family together. So they want a merger. They now want a merger of all the chakras involved. And again I'm being shown that in the 10th month, like I was being shown in the previous cards in October and November, again I'm being shown that in the 10th month the wheel is totally going to turn in the favor of the feminine energy. The feminine energy is going to receive the masculine energy in the months of October and November, and the wheels are totally going to turn. All of the people who have the feminine energy and the masculine energy, who have gone through the dark nights of the soul, who have been ill-treated by the masculine twin in ways that they think that was ill-treatment, I should not be using this word. The tables are totally going to turn in your favor. Now you are going to be the person who's going to be in charge. You are going to be the person who is going to teach them the final steps of the spiritual journey, that how we have to practice unconditional love. And even if the masculine twin treated you this way unknowingly, you know, for because they did not have that spiritual maturity, you are now going to give them extra love, extra unconditional love, not treat them the same way that they did to you, and have a final merge. And then they're going to realize even better, even in a better way, how good you were, because you never took revenge on them, you know. So that is what you're going to do. The wheels are totally going to turn in your favor. You are going to pick up their hand when they come forward. You're going to pick up their hand, and both of you are going to go together. And a lot of you know, final judgments are going to take place, in a way that a lot of positive final judgments are going to take place in your favor, you know, and everything is going to come out. You both are going to with the wheel turning in your favor, with the masculine energy coming forward, and you forgiving them for whatever they did regarding the karmic partner, regarding them mistreating you or ill-treating you, not returning your messages, not communicating well, always being on the high horse, you know, you're going to forgive them for that. A lot of positive judgments are going to take place. I'm being shown that from the month of October, the 10th month to the 20th month. So you can calculate what the 20th month is. 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. Like this you have to calculate. So from the 10th month, starting October, to the 20th month, a lot of reunions are going to take place. A lot of reunions are going to take place, one after the other, one after the other. They are going to keep, like, you know, from the 10th to the 20th month I am being shown. So folks, a lot of unions are going to take place from the 10th month to the 20th month. I told you how to calculate, so please calculate that. I'm going to show you the cards right now, so that you have the final bigger picture idea. So the feminine energy was showing a lot of strength, particularly during the 8th month, and they were trying to, the magician, they were trying to manifest something with the male twin. And those manifestations that they were trying to do, or those the applications that they had applied for manifestation, they are going to come true. A lot of celebration is going to take place in the near future. It started like with the 10th month. I'm being shown these harvests, this produce, the pumpkins. You see the pumpkins. So I'm being again shown October and November, and then we got the feminine energy. The feminine energy, a lot of spiritual transformation was going around the feminine energy. You see these flower veils, they denote spiritual transformation, as I was reading. And then a lot of, I told you about the spirit babies, you know, they were thinking about spirit babies, and also about the children who are in the physical reality right now. And you see this rabbit, they were also in contact with the pet animals and animal shelters in some way or form. And a lot of spiritual transformation took place during the 8th month. A very rapid growth of spiritual transformation happened in the feminine energy. They came out victorious. They had a crown of laurel around their head. The feminine energy came out victorious, and then the masculine energy, who was being very over analytical, very overthinking, you know, and they were affecting the female twin also with their overthinking, over analysis in a negative way. But a lot of spiritual transformation was going in the backdrop with the butterflies. You see the butterflies, a lot of spiritual transformation was going on. And then they were finally feeling disillusioned, that I have done everything, I have all the material things and everything, still I'm feeling so sad, you know. You see the sadness, and that happened in the 7th and the 8th month, you know. And they were feeling so sad. You see the face, so disillusioned, dismay, despair, you know. And then again a lot of spiritual transformation took place, and a lot of things in their life fell apart. You see how many people are dead on the floor. A lot of things which were not required for their future life fell apart, and then a new sun rose. They came to the end of their journey. There was nothing left. All the things that they thought were real deal, they were dead. All the things that they thought were real deal were dead. All that they believed and thought about was real was dead. And then I said that what is going to happen now, you know, after they have finally reached the end of their journey, you know. So I was shown that they have now become the King of Cups, an emotional person. They have now become an emotional person. They are ready to play with their emotions now. They have learned a lot of spiritual They have learned a lot of spiritual stuff. They have learned that this is a twin flame journey, you know, a lot of spiritual transformation, the King of Wands. And then I'm being shown that the wheels are going to turn in your favor, the feminine energy, in the 10th month. The wheel is going to turn in your favor, the feminine energy. And starting from the 10th month to the 20th month, a lot of judgment, a lot of positive judgment, and the wheel turning in your favor is going to take place to give us what? I asked the universe to give us what? To give us this. This is the card which came out. To give us this, the wheel is going to turn. The wheel is going to turn and the judgment is going to take place. The wheel is going to turn and the judgment is going to take place to give us the reunions. Thank you so much, folks.